really requested to do a video about my books, what I have, car books. And even though I recommended a few books already in my videos to you, today I really just selected one of the best ones, and maybe it's also a nice time, you know, when we're at home we can spend the time with readings. And I have also tons of coffee table books, and I just would like to show to you a few of them. The books what I selected are car related, and of course in the first place I would like to start with a Hot Wheels book. And I remember I recommended that book already for Christmas. I think it was in a Christmas giveaway video, and I got the book already for myself. And you see I put already this crazy post-it of mine inside because I found it fascinating. It's really about the history of Hot Wheels. It's really go through from the 60s until today, showing the designers, showing the inventors of this brand in Mattel. And I think it's very nicely done. It's a nice historical overview, and I think you definitely just have to go through it if you're a Hot Wheels fan. And actually this book was published in the 50th anniversary of Hot Wheels in 2018. My next recommendation, which is a typical coffee table book, which is a big one, is this. Gentlemen, start your engines. I mean, gentlemen. I find this a little bit, not offensive, but come on, in the 21st century, why not ladies and gentlemen or whatever? But this is a beautifully photographed, very, very nice book about race cars. And it was basically published together with the Bonham Company, which are doing auctions about vintage classic cars, and they also like co-organizers of Goodwood Festival of Speed. So they have a massive heritage in vintage racing cars, and this book is just beautiful. If you're really a car fan, I really recommend this. Also nice stories about the cars, and it's very nice to read and just enjoy the beautiful pictures of these race cars. And now I have an even bigger coffee table book here, which is huge. It's this Black Beauties. It's a beautiful, beautiful book, very heavy. It's all about black cars. And the concept of this book is to show how is this non-color black emphasizing the beauty of the cars. It is photographed by René Staud, and he is an iconic car photographer, and he's very famous from taking pictures about black cars in catalogs and so on. And the book inside is just beautiful, full of amazing photographs. And this is in a best way a really nice coffee table book when you can just sit down on your couch and you can just go through in a rainy lockdown day. So I can really recommend this book for you guys. I also put a link below where you can order this, and I hope you will enjoy that very much. The next one is 50 years of racing McLaren, because really suffering of not having Formula One, and I wanted to have a little bit of Formula One vibes back in everydays. And even if you're just a fan of McLaren team, or just like the heritage of Formula One, or like to read about the teams, I think McLaren is one of the most iconic Formula One team. And this book is very interesting, full of stories, full of nice pictures. So it's just really nice to see this book, go through on the pictures, reading the interesting stories about Bruce McLaren or Ayrton Senna. And it's just really, really nice. It's not a really new book. I think it was published 50 years, yes, 2015, but it's still available online. So I think you can really just get in it easily. I really recommend this, especially if you're suffering not to having Formula One in TV and we still don't know when it's going to come back, right? So yeah. And now this is a book about car design, concept cars and prototypes. This book called Fast Forward, and it's also available in German and in English. Originally it's a German book, and it's just full of great concept. It's showing the most beautiful prototypes and concept cars with the designers together, and it's very interesting to read if you are into car designs and you really like to go behind the stories of a car and really reading the story about how it was made or what was the idea behind of one concept. And you see it's just full of the most significant cars from the century. So I can really recommend this book as well. Okay, and what I have here in between, which is not a car related book. This is the book from Jimmy Hewitt, the co-creator of the band Gorillaz. And he created all the characters in the brand and in a band, sorry. And this is amazingly nice because it's showing his whole career, all his works from his first sketches, really the first character he made with this cool tank girl that's really cool in the 80s, and through the Gorillaz. And I think it's just very interesting because they also do this nice car sketches actually inside. But what I very much like is the whole white around the sketches and these created cities and very dark and very cool characters. And it's really nice book. It came out actually last year or 2 years ago, so it's a kind of fresh one. Really inspiring. Maybe you know the blog Speedhunters, and Speedhunters is just very nicely showing the worldwide car culture, and it's just really nice blog to go through. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know this if you're really into cars and you're petrol heads, and they having this very nice editions. Well, the thing is that they limited, and I just went through the homepage and they basically upgrading the shop, so you cannot order these ones what I have here anymore because they were limited editions. But I'm going to put the link below because they have very nicely displayed editions. So it's really fun. It's very nicely showcase pictures about cars. It's awesome. Recommendation number, where are we actually? It's already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is a book about women car designers, and I was looking for this book so long, and finally I ordered it for myself because I also need it for my research. But I have to say this is a very interesting story, showing and introducing the first female designers in car industry and displaying her stories and inventions they have, mainly in American cars. They worked at GM and Ford, and it's very nicely done. I'm really enjoying reading this, and because I also very much interested the whole story, how women are connected into the car world and even in car design. So I can recommend this book also for guys because you know, it's a piece of history, and I think it's a very nice story and a very interesting story. So as a top, it's something more related to car design. And now we're talking about women in car industry. I have a book here about cars and girls. And this book is the work of a German photographer who have been working since, taking picture about cars and women for these shiny car magazines, and these cool pictures, you know, the typical pictures back in the 70s when the girls are lying on a bonnet of the cars and so on. Some of them are really nice, some of them kind of funny. It's full of pictures, so if you like to have this old school car photographs with girls, I can definitely recommend this book for you. So that's it. I just really wanted to show a few books of mine. Some of you really just requested to show all of the car books I have. It's just simply not possible because they're too much. So I just pick one of the most relevant ones or current favorites, what I just reading these days. And I hope you like this little review. I'm going to come back very soon also with Hot Wheels topics. So I'm coming back very soon. Please take care about yourself to stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe or follow me on Instagram on Girls Love Cars. So see you soon. Bye.